I have therapy in about 3 minutes, but whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna start this video anyways. So, I'm very worried about going to the Twice concert next week because I don't know if people are gonna start judging me weirdly. Like, I don't know if people will think I'm a weirdo or like a fake fan or a pervert trying to see girls. And here's my take on that. But first, I'm gonna join my therapy session right now. So wait for this next cut. Anyways, I'm back. That therapy session went great. Anyways, that's not the point. My point is, I'm worried about going to the Twice concert because so a few months ago, this has been going on. I promise this is relevant. A few months ago, Le Seraphim had their concert, and I went to one of their concerts in Seattle, right? And I went on TikTok. I wanted to know what everyone's thoughts were, but then I came across a TikTok. I can't find the original one, but there were a lot of follow-up TikToks alongside it that it's weird for men to go to a Le Seraphim concert. I think I'll just show you the clip. Like here's one example. Okay, never mind. I actually found the original clip. Here's what I want to show you guys.
Second point is what's with the outfits, guys. I completely understand that as guys, there's not a lot of outfit choices that y'all have, but dry fit, seriously. And let's keep in mind that it's a K-pop concert.
At first, I didn't understand what she meant by dry fit, but I'm assuming she meant something like this. I mean, I don't see this as a big issue because, first off, we don't know their financial situation. What if they are limited on clothes and, they've been saving up so much money that they finally get to enjoy this, Le Seraphim concert experience. And that's just the fit they went with. What if they had something? What if they had to go to work? What if they work at Under Armour and they had to immediately go to the concert and that was their fit? Like, I don't see why there is any room for judgment there. Like, I get she did talk about something like, have good hygiene.
They stunk so bad. I think that it's basic concert etiquette, especially if you're going for a standing pen, to know to wear deodorant or like shower before you leave the house or even wear perfume.
That is just common sense for anything. Like, it's not for a concert, it's for anything. I hope you don't smell. Like, BO, I hope you don't have that. That's understandable, perfectly understandable. But I think that was a bit of a hot take on her end with the whole fits. But this was another thing that she said that intrigued me, that I was like, this is what kind of worry. This is what I'm starting to address my worry when I go to the Twice concert.
But like, it gets to a point when they don't know songs that are pretty popular. They're not even like unpopular. At some point, it felt as if the guys around me only knew Smart, Perfect Night, Crazy, 1-800 Hot and Fun.
I am full on Korean. I am 100% gook. I am yellow. That's why I'm yellow Yoonster. But I am not fluent in Korean. I can get around a little bit. Actually, as a matter of fact, I actually can't. Here, I'll share a tiny story. So one time I was in Korea, I asked the waitress at the cafe what the bathroom code is, and she said it's so fast. I went to the bathroom, immediately forgot because I couldn't process it, and I was too embarrassed to go back and ask her because I thought maybe she would think I'm stupid. So I just stood by the bathroom door holding in my piss, stood there for about 2 minutes, and then went back to where I was sitting, and I had to hold it in until I went back to my hotel room to then pee. Anyways, that was a bit off tangent, but I did want to talk about the fact that I am not actually fluent, and with that, when I sing along to Twice songs, I mumble so hard. And the same thing with Le Seraphim. I actually have a clip that I want to show you, because I never really bothered to look at their lyrics because their songs are so fun to like jam to, but I never really bothered to like actually sing along. So when I tried to sing along at the concert, it was too smart, and the lyrics are supposed to be the original lyrics, or the actual lyrics is "wanna be a winner." But with Twice, they do this thing like for cheer up. It's not cheer up, baby, cheer up. It's like shut up, baby, shut up, baby. I thought if we wanna be a winner, bro, I thought it was wanna be your woman. Wanna be a woman, wanna be a woman. That I am utterly ashamed by. I am genuinely baffled because I remember the girl that was standing right next to me. I think I know why she gave me a side eye. Like, okay. Like, that was my mistake, genuinely. I should have known better. I may have ruined the experience for her for that song. It was so good. But my point is, I mumble the lyrics sometimes. I don't actually really know word for word. For some choruses, yeah, like Likey. But I'm just not good. And with that, I'm sure there are many girls who have had bad concert experiences with dudes, and I get it. There are guys who are creepy in the K-pop fandom. I'm very aware of that. But there's this thing about generalization that I feel like a lot of people do nowadays. So I do wonder, am I going to be generalized to that kind of demographic, the weird side of the K-pop fandom? Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, look at me. This is kind of my usual fit here. I'll give you guys like a fit check. So this is my OOTD or whatever. So I'm wearing gray shorts. I'm wearing my white tee. I don't know what the J is. But I'm not looking my best. And of course, for this concert, I will do look my best. But, like, not to be a bit self-deprecating, I am quite a bit shocked. So I don't know if they're going to associate that with creepy guys, because I feel like that's kind of the stereotype nowadays for Asian men. And I don't know if people are going to see me that way and if people are going to start judging me. And I know what you're probably thinking. Like, Andrew, like, don't listen to what they got to say. Like, don't ignore them. Just focus on Twice. You are only here for them. You're not here for anyone else. Yes, yes, yes. Wise, encouraging words. Yes, yes, yes. But I can't help it, because if I'm going to be a little honest and personal here, I have been not bullied, but I guess judged. Slightly a bit bullying here and there. In fact, a lot at one point. Okay, yeah. So I've been bullied and insulted for a good majority of my life. Up till now, it's been going well. I am in a better social circle with people, but it's just like I can't help it, because at this point I'm tired. Like, people who still try and do the same thing, they clown on me or whatever, I immediately had to cut them off because I was just done. I lash out first thing when I hear a comment like what they say nowadays. Like, back when I was in high school, sure, I let it slide. And I'm just like, bro, I'm unk. I can't do this anymore. If you're still going to act this way, I'm done. I'm done. I've already had, not going to lie, a little shitty experience with Le Sserafim. Again, I love the performance. I did. But, okay, and this experience was actually my fault. So 20 minutes before we arrived to our seats, me and my friends, we had to go to the bathroom. No, we had to line up for merch. That took so long. That was like 15 minutes. And then I had to take a shit after. I couldn't wipe my ass properly because the moment I started hearing screams, I realized I am running late. I am running late. I wiped as fast as I could. I didn't wipe it all out. I still had shit between my cheeks, and I just had to stand there. I felt it. It was warm. It was mushy, and I just had to see. I just had to look at Le Sserafim performing hot. That was bad. That was bad. I love seeing them, but I couldn't help shaking the fact that I have shit between my cheeks for a good 3 hours when I was watching them. Twice I had a horrible experience because there were tall people in front of me. I am 5'4", by the way. And I am on the floor. I'm at the floor side of the venue. That was a horrible venue that they went to. I don't know why they chose, out of all places in Washington, they chose the Tacoma Dome. Horrible, horrible choice. I was at the floor seating. I couldn't see shit. I had to tiptoe, extend my arm all the way up just to get a good view of them. Like, this is my... Like, here, I'm going to show you what my view was. This was my view. That is bad. Genuinely. Like, that is me, arm extended as high as I can, me on the tip of my toes like there is no tomorrow. That was my view. So I'm just more worried, and I am anticipating for this concert. I'm just a little more worried about what possibly could go wrong, especially with the recent Le Sserafim concert. The guys have been acting weird. Not all guys, but a good chunk of them. So I don't know if I'm going to be associated with that. I think that's a valid thought, given my experiences with how people have judged me and insulted me, even when it's not my fault. They just go based off my looks. They just got to say something. So that's just kind of what I am worried about for this next concert, is all I'm trying to say. Now you're probably wondering, Andrew, are you going to record for the whole concert? No. But I will do a vlog. I'm not going to give you a 3-hour recording session of Twice. I personally want to enjoy the experience. I spent $600 on soundcheck. I know I can't record for soundcheck, that's for sure. But for the concert, I want to enjoy it. I have the best seats in the house. This is probably going to be my best concert experience ever. Hopefully, if I don't come across weird people saying some weird stuff about, assuming about me looking like a creep or whatever, like that. That's just what I hope for. I want to enjoy the concert. and I want to enjoy the concert, and I just want to see Twice. I want to see all 9 members of them. I don't know how many of them showed up for the Vancouver showing. I think it was all 9 of them, but if one of them gets sick, oh boo-hoo, I am going to cry because I couldn't see Taeyeon and Junghyun for the last concert. I hope to see all 9 of them this time. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. That's just it. I'm excited. I want to see Twice, and I'm gonna see them in 3 days. So that's pretty much it. But that's all I gotta say. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.